Hey coaches, I'm so excited for our Avatar Daily. I have been dreaming this up all day, and I just have to tell you that I know that this is going to be a game changer for you. This was my rationale behind doing the Avatar Daily versus the Coaching Daily right now, and the Own It group is that the Coach Daily is amazing and so is the Own It group, but if you don't know who you're speaking to, you're just going to speak to anyone and everybody, and that is just going to make you lost on social media. That is going to make your page a place people don't go to frequently, and I want to teach you how to make your social media a place everyone needs to check out and be a part of. So I'm going to share with you the expectations so you know what you're getting yourself into and why this will change the game for you. But first, let's talk about our objectives. Coaches will be able to build a stronger social media that connects with others on a deeper level. Coaches will be able to implement strategies as soon as possible with a clear vision of what to do and what not to do on social media. Coaches will be able to make a bigger impact when they implement posting to their avatar. I want you to know why you're doing this Avatar Daily instead of just doing it. Tips for you and your avatar. Tip number 1, don't just use your avatar for your posts. This is something that really struck me in Beaver Creek. Use them in your conversations. Talk to people. Your avatar. Speak to your avatar when you message people randomly. Tip number 2, create challenges for your avatar. If you are a new mom, do a new mom challenge group. If you're a teacher, do a teacher challenge group. If you are someone who checks the scale 3 times a day, so does your avatar. Make a challenge for them so they don't do that anymore. Speak to your avatar. Create content for your avatar. What does your avatar need? Tip number 3, do not copy and paste other coaches' content. This is huge, and this is why. Everyone is so different. Even if someone worded it so well, that's not you. That's not your audience. You need to word it through you so your avatar understands what you're saying and that they're your words, your stories, so they can connect with you better. Tip number 4, this takes time to create a strong social media presence. Believe me when I say that. Be patient and give yourself grace. So here is a quick avatar training, what the day-to-day lowdown looks like in our Avatar Daily, what to expect when you see day 1. There is going to be a morning post, and this morning post is going to have a short video with a prompt. Sarah and I will guide you to help you dig as deep as you can about your prompt and connect that to your avatar. What is going to be a requirement for the video of the day, the very first post in the morning, is a reflection before you make the post. I think we are so quick to post that we're not thinking about our avatar. So something I do in my head a lot is I'm in constant reflection mode, reflecting and thinking about what my avatar needs to hear today, what is my avatar struggling with, but I want to teach you how to do that. And how that's going to happen is before you make a post with your nightly check-in, it's going to start with a reflection. And once you see video of the day, you're going to watch that video, you're going to create a reflection, and this is the cool part. You're going to make a why or a reason your avatar needs Beachbody based on that prompt. Here's an example. Say the prompt was, what are your avatar's biggest excuses? Akira is overworked, stressed out, and full of anxiety. She has no time. Her job consumes her life. She doesn't have the motivation to work out. She hates working out. Self-care isn't a priority to Akira. She has become okay with being okay, but secretly is lacking confidence. She checks the scale 3 times a day. She needs accountability and confidence, plus these workouts will fit into her schedule. Show her that. So this is my reflection on my avatar, who is a busy, overworked teacher who says she doesn't have time. However, she spends her nights maybe 2 to 3 hours watching Netflix. She does have time. I just have to teach her that. And how I'm going to do that is that reflection. She's overworked, stressed. She has no time. Wait a second. There's a 22-minute hardcore workout, but I'm not going to just post about that. I'm going to share a journey with that. So when you see this avatar video of the day, you're going to create a reflection, not a social media post. I want you, and Sarah wants you to really think about this and think it through. Then we're going to post this graphic the same day, avatar post of the day. After creating a reflection, you will make a post based on the prompts from the lesson. You will create a social media post that speaks directly to your avatar and no one else's avatar. Here's an example. After recreating a reflection, like I said, and you saw my reflection, this was my reflection. Akira's overworked, stressed out, and full of anxiety. She has no time. So here is my picture. It's clear. I actually blurred out a little bit of it, and this is part of it. I don't think we can see all of it. As a teacher, I'm speaking to my avatar. I never had time for anything. You guys, my avatar has no time. Well, ... I did have time for Netflix because that's all I wanted to do when I got off of work. I didn't want to think. I wanted to sit. I didn't want to think. I wanted to sit. I wanted to eat something quick. I didn't want to think. There's repetition in here because I'm trying to justify why I'm sitting and wanting to eat something quick and watch Netflix. My avatar is going to get that. I didn't think I had enough time for the gym. Realistically, I didn't have time for the gym. My hours were insane. I was exhausted. It was cold outside. I needed that extra 10 minutes of sleep. This is what I learned. I could make this work. I have a grammatical error. I need to fix that. I read it wrong. I indeed could make this work in my schedule and budget, and I did. It changed my life because I put my self-care first. Secondly, doing home workouts changed the game for me, and it saved me money. These workouts taught me what I needed to do in a short amount of time. Do you see where she has no time, all these things? And I added how she can make this work because of Beachbody, how Beachbody is the solution. Did you see that? So I showed my avatar how this will actually save them money and this will make the difference. Like I showed them that Beachbody is the answer. I didn't necessarily say Beachbody, but someone's going to message me and we're going to talk about it, if that makes sense. So it's so important to add that in there. I had more to it, but that's okay. Look, I am so organized. I'm not trying to be egotistical, but I figured I would do something like this and I totally forgot. I went from being drained. These workouts taught me what I need to do in a short amount of time, and I started to feel so much better. I went from being drained to energized. I went from being a walking zombie to wanting to do more. Oh my goodness, I have to work on my edit here. To wanting more meaningful things, or wanting to do more meaningful things at night besides watch Netflix all the time. I started to feel better. I started to think better. I started to treat myself better. I may not be a teacher anymore, but I am married to one. He works crazy hours. He's always on the go. However, he puts his self-care as a priority. I get up with him to crush a workout. He preps his meals so he stays on track instead of calling in Jimmy John's like I used to before I changed my lifestyle. He doesn't need to go Starbucks for coffee like I used to before I changed my lifestyle. I'm just telling them. So my avatar, they're going to Starbucks. They are ordering Jimmy John's for every single meal at school. I'm telling you, if you're a teacher, you can make this work. So I really wanted to speak to my specific avatar. I got so specific in here. I talked about Netflix and how I just didn't want to think. I talked about how I ordered Jimmy John's, how I wanted to go through the Starbucks line, how I had no time, and how I wasn't putting self-care first, but I needed to. What is an avatar? It's you. She's my ideal coach and challenger. She's who I post to on social media. She's someone I want to work with. I would like to work with women. If you like to work with men and women, if you just want to work with men, that's great. But for me, it's Akira is a she. I speak to women. I don't just post to post. I post to my avatar. I have to share a story with you. I thought avatars were dumb. I didn't think that this was helpful. And it changed my world once I realized how big of an impact it made once I started getting super specific. So I think of your avatar as 3 people who you were in the past, who you are in the present, and then who you will be. And you have to understand your avatar is 100% who you were. And you have to remember to go back to that place, and you have to show them what their future is going to look like. Their future is your present right now, if that makes sense. And you're going to talk about your present because you're going to keep walking them through this journey of your life, and then they're going to see that. So if you can see, this is me before. This is who I was. And this was me during my process, and this is me now. So just my transformation that I've gone through. This is my avatar that I made. I know that all of you made one. I like to call myself Couch to Coach. I wrote my roles in here. I'm just a girl with big hair and big dreams, and I got super specific. Even put my limiting beliefs. Money is hard to come by, and I'm not smart enough, and how I've worked through that. And I post about that stuff. It's so important to get so specific. Examples of past, present, and future. Owning your story one post at a time. So I'm going to walk you through what a past story looks like. And by the way, I posted this today, but I'm still talking about my past, if that makes sense. I thought my joy would come if I got to a certain size or a number on the scale. I chased those numbers for way too long. It corrupted my thoughts. It's all I ever thought about. I used to check the scale at least 3 times a day. It held me hostage, but I still thought I would be happy once, ... I missed the point. You don't get happy or confident when you hit a goal. That all happens during the process to get there. I work on my transformation daily. I ditched the scale a long time ago. I don't even own one. I work out because it makes me feel good. This journey isn't easy, but it's worth it. I'm sharing this journey with them that I used to chase that number, and then now, wait a second, I'm teaching them and taking them through this journey of where I am to my present, okay, which is their future. This is a present post. You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. These last few weeks have been rough. Some days it's been hard to get out of bed. Today I'm choosing to be a badass and freaking fight. I am my only limit. Today I choose to be my best, 1% better every single day. And that was just a picture of me just being like, I'm going to rock today. And that was my present avatar. This is for the future. I cut off half of it, but that's okay. I think many people pretend they want something. Everyone has 3 jobs. Everyone is busy. Everyone works a lot. Everyone doesn't have enough time. What show do you binge watch on Netflix? What's your favorite restaurant? What's your favorite magazine? You hate working out. You want to be unhealthy this year. You have to give up things you do want to do. You have to give up those things for sure. But you have to decide what matters to you. A ton of stuff has to go in order to make it happen. Give up the good for the great. Because again, a lot of people are binge watching on Netflix, or they're constantly going to restaurants. They're spending time reading magazines. They don't like working out. You have to set boundaries. Stop overworking for someone, or stop working for someone else's dream. Start working on yours. Are you willing to be rejected? And I'm showing them that the future of Beachbody when they join me, because my avatar doesn't realize she wants to be her own CEO yet. She doesn't know it's possible. But I'm making sure she knows that it's not going to just be a cakewalk. Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to endure the hardships? It'll be worth it. Your dream life will have hardships. Your dream life will push you. Your dream life will teach you a lot about strength. I took a Success Club PD lesson and formed it into my avatar and what my avatar needed to hear. Social media 101. Your page is a magazine. Treat it like that. So I want to take you in a little bit. So these 2 posts are older posts right here. And the 4 on the out are ones that I've posted recently. So December 27th, January 2nd, January 11th, and January 12th. This is from on this day, or just looking back, in January 2016 and January 2016, I think. And I just need you to look at something. As you're looking at this, if you look, my social media pictures are clear on the edges. Do you see how I'm mainly in my pictures? Then you look at these 2. First of all, this looks super salesy. I'm just reaching not just my avatar, but trying to reach everybody. And then this one is just so busy. There's just so much going on. It's inspirational, which is great. And again, you have to start somewhere. If I look at all my posts, like I've posted every single day as a coach, but compared to these ones, they're so different. So different. So I just want to share that. A picture is worth 1,000 words. So I clicked on my photos tab on my Facebook, and this is what I got. If you look, I'm in all my photos. There's not a bunch of crazy graphics, all these crazy colors. If you look, I have a theme with mine. I always use the white edges. That's just my thing. But if you look, it's just good. If I were to open up a magazine, I would see this. It's just organized and it's just clear. I don't know. I like it. So here are some tips that I have for you. Have a clear background. You guys, I sat my phone on timer mode on top of my toilet in Milwaukee because I had a clear wall in front of my toilet and I used it. Not very glamorous, but it did the job. Now I'm going to take you on a little virtual. I used that wall right there because it's the only clear wall that I can find. And so right here, this picture is on that clear wall. I just set my phone on a timer. I got this little tripod I use for not that much on Amazon, but I can tell you I didn't always have this, and you can find ways to make it work. You can put your phone up against your water bottle. I do that all the time and just do the timer mode. So I am a big fan of clear spaces. If you can see, this is the same wall. And I'm in most of my pictures. Take up most of the picture. Do you see how I take up most of the picture? It's not very busy. Set a timer on your phone and snap a couple at a time because the first one isn't always going to be good. I reuse pictures all the time. Use apps to make your pictures pop. Show your personality in your pictures. You know, this one with my game face on, I'm flexing. This is my avatar. Me flexing is showing I'm not chasing skinny anymore because my avatar chases skinny. And so I'm trying to show them to chase strong like I've learned to do, if that makes sense. I show my hair all the time because it's my #1 complimented feature. Show that personality. It's so important. And just know that you are just wonderful. And when you can be confident and rock that and share you and not hide behind things, that's huge. Have consistency with your pictures. What I mean is these are all very similar. They're not all like different colors, and some are clouded with text and not. It has some consistency. Like you have certain magazines, People Magazine versus Time Magazine. They're going to have a totally different layout. Think about what your layout needs to look like or wants to look like. Post every single day. As a coach, I've been a coach for almost 3 years. I have posted every single day as a coach. It is so important to be consistent. I am telling you, the key to success, the key to whatever you want is consistency. And it's crazy to me that not everybody takes that. That's seriously the secret is consistency. You'll get better, trust me, with time. Your picture should be eye-catching. So here are some of the apps that I use. You can screenshot this as you're watching this video. I love Studio, and Photofy is what I use for my white, I don't know what to call it, I guess border. I use a white border. If you look at my Instagram, I'm always using a white border. ColourPop is awesome. It turns your picture black and white, and you can color in certain things. So this orange is bright and everything else is black and white. Funimate is a good one for recording a video, but my top two are definitely Studio and Photofy. Ask yourself when you're posting social media, and like, what are people getting for it? And speak to your avatar. So these are 3 posts I've made in 2015 and 2016. And when I ask myself, and there's no point, there's no connection to my avatar. There's not really, I don't know. It's, first of all, one has a picture of me in it, which is good. One is a stock photo, which sometimes I use to catch my humor for my avatar. But if you're using stuff like this all the time, you're just hiding behind you, like yourself. Like you have to rock yourself. And then this one is just me messing with people, and it's just like a random thing. So this one is about earplugs I was putting in, and I was like, I hope these help. But like, it wasn't a story of like, I just spent time in Georgia with some of my closest friends, and it was just amazing, blah, 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 like sharing a story. I didn't share a story at all. This one is watching Eric cut onions, and like, yeah, it's funny, but like I should have taken a picture with Eric and talked more about meal prepping and providing what Beachbody can do for them. And this is me just making fun of the Packers. I'm a Bears fan. Sorry, those Packer fans who are watching this. You guys, your Facebook, no, do not do this. But I've done it, just so you know, as a coach. Have a growth mindset with social media, okay? I've posted every single day as a coach, and I'm telling you, start that right now. Progress over perfection. So your posts aren't always going to be perfect, and then just get better every single day. That's so important. So here is me asking myself and speaking to my avatar. These are the difference between the ones that are now and that I showed you before. I was okay with being okay. The hardest part isn't getting your body in shape. The hardest part is getting your mind in shape. Once you start working on your mentality, being okay isn't acceptable. You have two choices. You either make it work or you don't. You can do this. Last call to join my challenge. So I'm speaking to my avatar who's okay with being okay. And I shared a transformation photo. To the busy girl, to the stressed out girl. You guys, this is my avatar. To the one who works all the time, to the girl who is stuck, to the girl who's overworked, who worries about bills, who gives her all, who hustles hard, who puts a glass ceiling on your success. I get you. That was me. See, I'm talking to my avatar. I just can't help but share with you my story to empower you to start living yours. And then I just like talked about that and talked about Beachbody. I had no idea I could be my own boss. I had no idea I could make an unlimited amount of income doing something I truly love. I had no idea that there was more to life. Like, I just talked about Beachbody, but I talked to my avatar. What does your world look like when it's driven by fear? What does your world look like when it's driven by anxiety? What does your world look like when it's driven by worry? My world looks a lot different now than it did a couple of years ago. I know fear, worry, and anxiety all too well. I'm speaking to my avatar because my avatar struggles with this. I used to live a closed life. I hid from a lot. I ignored a lot. I taught myself how to disconnect emotionally. I've struggled with empathy a ton. I feel like I carry the weight of the world on my shoulders and still keep pressing on. It's crazy. Coaching has taught me a lot about not just who I am, but whose I am. You guys, I implemented my avatar and took them through this journey to coaching. Hello, beautiful. Isn't that a good message to read this morning? I think so. And then I shared a quote. Do you know my job is to mastermind and grow? I'm teaching my avatar how to be a CEO. I'm teaching my avatar because I told you, my avatar does not know she wants to be a CEO yet because she doesn't know it's possible. So this is me teaching my avatar. This is strategic. Me posting this post is for intention to my avatar who doesn't understand yet. My job is goal setting. The community I'm part of is family. Not only that, because my avatar is a hustler. She like works so hard, but she's just not feeling fulfilled. Being a coach makes me feel beautiful. Sharing my journey is giving me strength. My avatar is not going to be afraid to share her story. So again, ask yourself and speak to your avatar. Share your story, not someone else's. Think about your avatar as you post. Space out your texts. As you can see, I space mine out. It's easier to read. Ask yourself and share your thoughts with solutions, inspiration, and action. Do not vent or complain. You will only attract those kinds of people. If you are feeling pissed off, if you're feeling upset, if you're talking about politics and all of those things, you're only going to attract negativity to your Facebook. So think about it. If people are giving you a hard time and they're being critical and they're being all these things, I'm assuming it's because you're positive and then you're venting. You're complaining and then you're this, like you're being judgmental and then this, and then you're frustrated because people aren't supporting you. Like, you have to really think about that and be an original thought leader. Trina Gray said that. How to share and show Beachbody, owning being a coach. So this is so crazy. I used to post these all the time and it just hit me. So this is last year, almost a year ago. Have you ever wondered what fitness coach actually does, or maybe how to even start? Join me live, virtual, backstage pass. Show in the link below. Like, I'm hosting this event. Wonder if Beachbody is a good fit for you. Like, talking. You guys, this is speaking to everybody. I don't want to speak to everybody. This is the difference. first off, thanks Beachbody for this awesome jacket, whatever. Second, I don't know how many times I can express how much becoming a coach has transformed my thinking and my life. I just got off calls with coaches I mentor, and they are always so amazing. They fill me with such great joy. This coaching thing is so much more than workouts and nutrition. It's about empowerment. I was a full-time teacher when I was a coach. I hated working out. When I was a coach, I didn't know how to eat clean. I was a coach when I never posted on social media before. I was a coach when people mocked me. I was the coach when I had all these things and telling people if I was trying to hit their excuses and posted them. And that was to my avatar. Do you see the difference? So crazy. So crazy. It's hilarious. This seriously used to be my thing. And then I was like, oh my gosh, that totally makes so much sense. There are going to be some pre-posts right after this video for each day to get you ready with some simple questions. I really am pushing you to do these. It's going to help you connect with your avatar on a greater level. My last thing, the one thing that separates you from every single coach is you. I posted this in our team page before, and I want to share it with you again. Do you know what separates you from anyone in this whole Beachbody world? Out of all the coaches, this entire network, it's you. You are unique. You are gifted. You have talents, your mindset, your story, your choices, your action, your belief, your consistency. It's you. Do you believe you have what it takes to reach any goal or any dream you set? I believe you can do it. But at the end of the day, that doesn't get you there. It's you that's the driver. So what makes you unique as a coach? Team. What makes you unique is you. Speak to your avatar, and that's why they will want to work with you. I cannot wait to get started. Talk to you soon.